Hello students. So already we have studied, we have finished, completed the unit 1 of our operating system. Okay. So today we will discuss or we will revise this unit 1, what you have learned. That will be briefly described in today's video. Okay. So this is the revision class, revision of operating system unit 1. Unit 1 is the revision class. In this unit 1 we have learned so many concepts of operating system. In unit 1, first we learned the introduction to operating system, introduction to operating system, then functions of operating system and evolutions of operating system. Evolutions. In introduction class, in introduction to operating system, that the operating system concept, what exactly operating system is. It is a system software. And for each and every system, it requires the operating system for its functioning. And also there are so many functions we have studied, like memory management, process management, resource management. It is one type of controller. Then evolutions. In evolutions, how operating system are developed day by day. And what are the evolutions? At the very beginning, we have batch operating system, serial operating system. Then by developing the productivity system, more efficiency, all the advantages, then again operating system is going for batch processing operating system. So in introduction to operating system, we have learned this much. Then we come to types of operating system. Second, we have learned there are different types of operating system. In different types of operating system. So according to their functions, their use, there are so many types of operating systems, like batch operating system, like multi-programming operating system, multi-programming operating system, multi-processing operating system, time-sharing operating system, and also real-time operating system. So according to our syllabus, we have studied all these types of operating system. So your basic concept is processing and program. Processor, multiple processors are working, multiple programmers can be executed simultaneously. Batch processing, where similar jobs are grouped together, that's a group in the batch. They can process at same time. And the CPU time will be shared among a number of users, number of processes. That is time sharing. The CPU scheduling time will be shared among several processes. And real time, which will give the instant result. The output input operation will be done on same time. Means immediately we can get the result for this type of operating system. Also we have covered other types of operating system, because every system requires an operating system. every device requires operating system for its function. So there are so many types of devices like your mainframe computer, personal computer, okay, macro computer, supercomputer, mini computer, all these things. Even if your laptop, palm top like your smartphone. So for every handheld devices also require some operating system. So according to their use, also they can be divided. Also we have learned like mainframe operating system, PC operating system, okay, mini computers operating system, okay, all these things. So these are introduction to operating system and types of operating system. Then we have studied resident monitor. Resident monitor. So this concept was used in earlier computer system where there is no operating system. Already operating system first introduced in second generation of computer. But whenever there is no operating system at that time, we are using resident monitor. This resident monitor was used like operating system. This resident monitor was used like operating system, but it is not exactly operating system. Okay, so it controls, it manages all functions of the computer device. Okay, so resident monitor that controls all the devices, all the execution of instructions. Okay, execution of instructions. That is the resident monitor. That thing also we have studied. Okay, so resident monitor is the most important concept of operating system. So this question is coming in several years. So it is the process or job sequencer. It was the job sequencer. Job sequencer. This resident monitor or job scheduler, job sequencer. It sequences all jobs, okay, that will be executed by the system. So when the computer is switched on, the resident monitor was invoked. It will work just like the operating system. Before all this type of operating system, there is resident monitor. That thing also we have studied. And it has some major parts like loader, device driver, and control language interpreter and interrupt processing. It has 4 parts. That thing also we have covered. And after resident monitor, then we learned I/O interrupt. I/O interrupt. This I/O interrupt, input output interrupt. So there is some is required when some interrupt occurs due to input device or output device. Suppose a processor is processing or it is processing in computer memory and some input device wants some instruction to be executed and meantime, so the main program will be stopped at that time and the input instruction will be executed. And after completion of execution of instruction, then rest of the program from the main file can be executed. This is the important function of the input output interrupt. So when interrupt occurs, control is transferred to the operating system, okay, which determines the action to be taken. Every in between interrupt means disturbances. So that may be due to input device or output device. Then after input output interrupt mechanism, and that is the interaction between operating system and memory. Okay. Then we have learned DMA, direct memory access. So for DMA, we are using a DMA controller. That is DMS, direct memory access controller. So directly input device or output device can store instruction or data in the memory. But naturally, whenever a input or output device want to store some data into the computer memory, it requires a CPU. So in between CPU and main memory, CPU and input output devices, there is a data direct memory access controller. It will work on behalf of CPU. So overall, it reduces the overhead of the CPU. Okay. So we are using direct memory access controller. That is the most important concept. So by this DMA controller, it becomes less overhead to the CPU, because user input output device can directly communicate with memory without the help of CPU, by the help of this DMA controller or DMA CPU. So also we have learned all the things. Input devices wants to send data to the memory directly. Okay. Then we have learned. Then we have learned dual mode of operating system. Dual mode operation. Dual mode operation. Whenever system start or whenever we switch on the system, that is open with the system mode, that execute the operating system or while booting. Now whenever a user want to execute some instructions from the application software, then user mode is being used. So for this mode, we are using a mode bit were used. So by default it is system mode. By default bit mode was 0. Okay, by default bit mode was 0. But whenever user want to execute some instruction, that means that mode must be converted to 1. So one indicates the user mode. So system mode and user mode, two important mode also we have studied here. And finally we end with this, that is the services of operating system. What exactly we have learned, that is the overall functions of the operating system that give the services to the user. It is services like process management, resource management, okay, process management, resource management, every types of memory management, file management. Okay, so accounting, configuration, error detection, networking, protection and security. Okay, also resource allocation. All the things we are getting benefits from the operating system. Okay. So operating system service and operating system function are almost very similar. But in case of operating system function, we have learned what exactly operating system does. But services, what we are getting benefits. We are getting benefits from the operating system. So these two important questions. Also, this type of question has come on your annual university exam. So in Unit 1, we have studied all the things. Okay. So very deeply also we have described. I think you must have learned, must have gone through the video classes that I have taken, and also you must have followed the descriptions or notes that I have sent you. So I think all the concept, all the things you must have very clear about all these concepts. So this is the introduction, means Unit 1. In Unit 1, these are the important topics that we have studied. Okay. Now let us discuss about some questions that are being asked in different university exams. Okay. Now see different questions. I have some important questions. That questions are already or university like questions. This is your question paper. I think 2014. in 2014, one question, number 1, each question carries 10 marks. So each question having 10 marks. First question was define and explain the process of DMA in a system with a diagram. So question was DMA, direct memory access, with you are being asked to draw the diagram. DMA with the diagram. Okay, and you have to describe how it is different from interrupt driven input output, means IO interrupt. So here you have to draw the diagram for DMA and the functions of DMA and how it different functions of input output interrupt. So you have to answer within 250 to 300 words of this question. Okay, I think you can write by referring the note that is given to you. Second question was what is an operating system? What are the features of batch processing and resident monitor? Second question, what is operating system? You can define the operating system. Second is what are the features of batch processing? Then you have to write the batch processing. What is batch processing? Okay, what is batch processing? You have to write something about the features of batch processing and the features of resident monitor. To write the few words about the resident monitor and explain their operations and examples. So you have to give the examples for batch processing, resident monitor. You can describe these two things. Okay. How they are working there, how they are working, or what are the functions of this batch processing, the function procedure, and the resident monitor also you can write here. So this question, question 1A, B. Instead of these two questions, you can do another or. Means either you can do 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Okay. So the question pattern will be sent. I will send you. So in the question number 3, that is list out and discuss the various services provided by the operating system. Just I have told you. So that is the services of operating system. So in this question, first you have to write what is operating system, how it works, why it is needed. So introduction, because this question long question, you have to write within 250 words. So introduction and what are the importance of the operating system, that thing you can complete within 75 words. Then you can write the points, services, and there we have discussed all the points we can describe it. Then question number 4, that is briefly describe about the time sharing operating system. Okay, so you can write here time sharing operating system. You can describe time sharing operating system and how it is differ from real time operating system. So now you can compare with real time operating system, time sharing operating system, compare with the real time operating system. Real time operating system, you can describe advantages and disadvantages for this. So here question pattern is not 1, 2, 3, 4. This is question is like that. Question number 1 is from unit 1. This is A, B, or this is C and D. So each question carries 10 marks. Okay, each question carries 10 marks. So you have to write the answer within 250 to 300 words. Okay. So in this way you can give the answer. So this is the question of 2014. Okay. Then come to 2013. Then come to 2013 question. Same button. Question number 1. Question number 1 A. Here, question is that discuss the evolutions of operating system based upon their performance in different evolution. So according to performance, productivity, efficiency, so by considering all these factors, we can write the evolutions of operating system. So first question is evolutions of operating system. That is for 10 marks. You write the answer within 250 to 300 words. I think you can do by referring your note that I have given you. Second question was, what is an operating system? What is an operating system? Operating system. Okay. What are the difference between multiprocessing and multi-programming? Now, here you have to explain. You have to differentiate between multi-programming and multi-processing. Multi-programming and multi-processing. Okay, multi-programming and multi-processing. Here you have to explain. So this question can be written. Also, I think you can write, or either A or B, A, B, or you can do C or D. Third question was, briefly describe about the time sharing operating system. So first you have write time sharing operating system. What about time sharing operating system? Now how it different from real time operating system? Same question has been repeated. Time sharing operating system and differentiate between time sharing operating system and real time operating system. Also you have to write some advantages and disadvantages for this. In question number D, either you will do A or A, B or C, D. So in D, that is what do you mean by DMA? Direct memory access. What is DMA? And explain the DMA system. How it is different from interrupt driven IO. Also it is repeated. Okay. So explain DMA. You have to explain the DMA. So in this way, this is the pattern of your question. Already being asked. Then come to year 2012. In 2012 question, first question was discuss and differentiate between multi-programming, time sharing and real time. So these three programming of operating system you have to write very briefly. I think you can do. Then second question was, what do you mean by interrupt, and explain input output interrupt. So here this question is totally based on input output interrupt. C, what is the need of DMA, and explain in details. Why DMA C, DMA controller is required, means why we are using this DMA or DMA controller, you have to explain in details. And explain the functionality of an operating system. That is the direct question. So functions of operating system will be asked. You can write. Question year 2011. So in 11, first question was, what is operating system? Explain different types of operating system. Explain. Now I can write here. Year 2011. Same type of question. Question 1. What is operating system? What is operating system? And what explain different types of operating system. Different types of operating system. So very briefly, you have to describe all the types of operating system. Now, what is the role of DMA? Second question, direct memory access. You have to explain all the things that I have given you. Explain DMA. Or what is the main difference between operating system for mainframe and personal computer? So operating system used in mainframe computer mainframe and PC, personal computer. So that thing also I have detected. So by referring, or you can write on your own also, what are the operating system we are using in personal computer and what are the operating system are used in mainframe computer. That thing you can write for 10 marks. Then question D, that is major services of operating system. That major services. What are the major services provided by operating system? That thing I have explained. So almost all questions are most important that I have discussed. Okay. So by referring my description of the notes given to you, you can do all these questions. Another question is for year 2010. That is the advantages of multi-programming. Compare multi-programming and multi-processing operating system. You can compare multi-programming and multi-processing operation. Same question.